Hello guys, good morning. So here we are on the move once again. Today we're going to be going from Rio to Sao Paulo, so let's get on the way. It's going to take up to 6 hours to go from Rio de Janeiro to Sao Paulo. The reason why we decided to go by bus is because it was rather cheap. We only spent 13 euros each. To fly here in Brazil, you would be paying like 400 euros. That is too much. Even so, I'm still quite happy that we came by bus because look at the landscape, it's just amazing. Here we are in the great metropolis of Brazil, Sao Paulo. 22 million people live in this city, imagine. So guys, welcome to our apartment for 3 days here in Sao Paulo, Brazil. So we just came probably an hour ago. I'm gonna do a room tour. I mean, it's not big, but the view we've got is just amazing. I want to say amazing is amazing. It's just basically Singapore, New York, or Hong Kong, etc. So it's extremely nice. I mean, it's really small, but we've got everything we need. And yeah, it's lovely. I really cannot wait to discover more of this city. You definitely need to come with us. We are going to be staying in an upper-class neighborhood here in Sao Paulo. They say it's really safe. Since the city is rather big and it's among the 3 biggest metropolises in the American continent, like Mexico City and New York, it can be rough in some areas. Well, my first impression is that this city is extremely beautiful, and I'm quite shocked that it's quite similar to Japan or LA or London. This area is so awesome, refined. I really like it. I'm really shocked. What do you think about Sao Paulo?
Well, let me just put it this way. I wasn't expecting it to be so elegant and lovely trees and plants everywhere, amazing designer shops, very well-dressed people. But unfortunately it's rained for all the time we're here, but never mind, we've got our umbrellas.
This is just incredible. This is definitely the Beverly Hills of Brazil. It's just I don't know what to say actually. Obviously, I'm the most optimistic person when it comes to Latin America, but even to me this is too much. It's rather too good, extremely too good.
So now we're going to have the first sight of the metro here. Let's go down these escalators and find out.
So guys, right now we're queuing because we want to get our tickets. The metro station is just extremely new, very modern, and this is cute.
We've got a long wait.
The Sao Paulo Metro is the largest rail system in Brazil. It consists of 6 lines and a total of 68 stations. The metro began operating in September of 1974. Operation hours vary from 4:40 a.m. until 1 a.m. depending on the line and the day of the week. It is a very efficient and affordable transport. Each ticket costs 40 reais and is valid for 1 trip. Several different cards are available for constant use. Cards can be purchased and recharged at the metro stations. And it's really incredible to believe that 5 million people use this metro every single day. So guys, right now Richard and I are trying to go to Liberdade, Japan, which is basically Japantown is located, because we want to have some sushi tonight. And if you want to go there, you'd need to get line number 1, which is this one here, and then you need to go to Liberdade, Japan. So guys, we finally came to Liberdade. And I have to say that this place is a lot better than what I thought. There is actually this sensation as we went to Japan, but that's not the case. We are still in Sao Paulo, and we cannot wait to have a nice Japanese meal. Many people consider Sao Paulo the New York of Latin America, since it is a very diverse city. One of the most visible migrant groups in Sao Paulo is the Japanese. They began arriving in Brazil at the start of the 20th century. Today, there are approximately 1.6 million Japanese Brazilians living in Sao Paulo, making it the largest concentration of individuals of Japanese descent outside of Japan. In this place you can not only find Japanese food, but also Korean and Thai. So, right now we are going to have some nice sashimi. What do you think? Guys, if you thought that paradise existed, it does. Indeed, it does. This is just like extremely good. And I'm so happy that we came to Sao Paulo, because all this is just like extremely good. Hello guys, good morning. So right now we are going on our way to get breakfast. And guess what? We have to go to the 23rd floor. Imagine we are like on the 17th. We have to go very up there. The view is going to be incredible. Let's go. Oh, right now we are on the streets, and guess what? We are loving this city. It's really beautiful, really fantastic, really amazing, and really everything. Now, right now we are in Jardim Paulista, which is basically the posh, chic, amazing, lovely area of Sao Paulo. And yeah, so today we are going to try to see as much as possible of this metropolis, starting with Avenida Paulista, which is like Paulista Avenue in English. And then we are going to try to go to the historical center, and yeah, that's it.
And the weather has cleared up. It's a lot warmer than yesterday, but at least there's no like floods in the street like yesterday.
Yeah, that's true. We heard that woman had been like dragged away by the jet of water in the streets.
Yeah, I don't know if she died, but it's very, very, very sad. So we have to be
because you know that when it rains here, it rains. It's not like in Europe that it's just like a tiny bit, but here's like a real hurricane when it rains. It's a big deal.
It's awful.
Being green and tropical, it's one of the things for what Brazil is known around the world. This city may be a metropolis, but believe me, there is plenty of places where you can go for a nice walk where you will feel just if you were in the jungle. I don't know why, but I'm getting Singapore and Kuala Lumpur vibes right now. It's really similar. Kuala Lumpur is like Sao Paulo, extremely cosmopolitan but green at the same time. So for me, that is the best balance. So guys, we just got to Avenida Paulista, which is like the main avenue here in the city. As you can see, like, it resembles like Gangnam in South Korea due to the fact that there is a very big amount of like skyscrapers and all stuff, and it seems really modern and yeah, it's very like Asia-like. Sao Paulo is definitely one of the most underrated cities in the American continent. I remember that once I heard someone saying, I will never go to South America because there is nothing down there. I suppose that this person didn't know anything about the existence of this lovely and big metropolis. I've been quite lucky to be able to travel around the world, and believe me, this city is worth it.
Those who are interested in shops and going to buy lots of like clothes and maybe high-tech modern equipment and stuff, you should come to Avenida Paulista. This is where you get lots of shopping centers. all the cars are here, all the hustle and bustle, it's all going on here. And, you know, you just feel like you're in a, well, what it is, it's a metropolis, yeah, exactly.
Anyway, since it is really hot and humid, it's time to go for a nice acai. So guys, right now we are going to have two acais with coconut water. This is extremely typical here in this country. So as you know, acai is basically some sort of berry from Brazil, and then coconut water, you know, average. Let me try it. Exquisite, just extremely tasty. You definitely should try this when you come here. Guys, I have to say that I don't understand why there are so many people who say that Sao Paulo is not worth it, that you shouldn't come here, that it's ugly and all stuff, and it's like, seriously, I don't even know why they say that, because I really like this city a lot. There's a lot of, I mean, there are so many things to do here, and there is a Japantown, there is a historical center, there is a trade center, there is everything what a metropolis should have to be considered a livable metropolis. It's green, there is a very modern metro, there is everything you need here. So guys, we just got to the core of the city, which is like some sort of like the old town of like Sao Paulo, and I have to say that I'm quite shocked because there are like many homeless people here, and I mean, it is really beautiful. There are many like beautiful buildings around, like very like sort of European, but unfortunately there is this sensation, there is this like very awkward sensation, because there are so many people like trying to get food from this like cabin tent, which are just behind me, and yeah, this is the area. So it seems quite dramatic, to be honest. If you come to C Square here in Sao Paulo, you should be definitely careful, because there are many like homeless people here, and some of them seem to be like rather, let's say, unstable. So just be careful, and you should, I mean, if you want to come here, you should definitely come, but during the day, don't come here like in the evening time, like whatsoever at all. But of course, C Square is not the only place in the center. There is plenty of space here. You can walk around and have a lovely time. The only thing that I would recommend you is that you have to be a little bit more careful than in other areas. However, you should enjoy your time when you come here, so don't worry too much about it. Besides, Sao Paulo has one of the most beautiful old towns in Latin America, and I have to say that I would even go as far as to compare with many old towns in Europe. It is rather beautiful. So once again, you should definitely come here. After 2 hours walking around the city, we got really hungry, so therefore we came to the steakhouse, and look what we are going to have. Bon appetit! Right after lunch, we decided to go and have a nice dessert at this lovely cafe called Cafe Durandino. Let's see what we can have here.
So guys, it's now time for having a snack. In my case, I'm going to have a nice cheesecake with a coffee, and let's see if it lives up to my standards.
Try it.
Yeah, very nice, very nice.
I'm very glad. In the case, so in my case, I got this banana cake. Instead, they have brought to me something different. I think that anyway, something different. But it had chocolate, and I said, "Excuse me, darling, but I don't eat chocolate." And they had to bring me the thing that I wanted to have. Now let's try this banana cake. Wow. You can actually taste the moist, very soft, very flavorsome, and it's definitely tasty. So, bon appetit. Is that okay? As you can see, after midday it got quite wet. It is raining cats and dogs. Now we're going to see the Municipal Market here in Sao Paulo, which is one of the most important sites to see in this lovely metropolis. Our advice is to come to this place, but just to go around, don't buy your fruit here. Many people will try to give you as many pieces of fruit as possible because their final plan is to actually rip you off. Once you have eaten the fruit, they will push you to buy some fruit, and then they will ask for a crazy sum of money, and you are going to end up paying more than what you would pay back in Europe or in North America. So be intelligent. They were asking richly to pay 60 euros for 4 pieces of fruit. Can you believe that? They are crazy. On the way back to our hotel, we went past this lovely train station. I thought that it was rather beautiful, and to be honest with you, it kind of made me think about those ones you can find in Moscow, London, Madrid and Paris. Rather majestic and beautiful. What do you think? Something I like is going for a nice swim after a long walk, and this is what we're going to do. I think we are quite lucky to have this stunning view of the impressive skyline of São Paulo.
Feeling pushed right through my heart, fireworks lit right from the start. Got me on cloud 9, feeling more than just fine. Just forget about the time, 'cause I want you now and forever.
You are not going to believe what we came to do to this place. You probably already know what we're going to do, so we're going to get 2 tattoos. Rich is going to get
an anchor
with
the name Rios.
Well, in my case, I'm going to get like a map of the world with the cardinal points in different languages. So I chose to do it in Spanish, English, Russian, and Japanese.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Here we go. Richard is going to go first. And this is going to be his first time getting a tattoo. In my case, it's going to be my second time. The first time I did one was back in Spain 5 years ago. So let's see. Richie was in a lot of pain. However, he is really brave because he dealt very well with the pain. The final result is going to be fantastic, I guess. Voila, this is the result. I think it's rather cute. He's quite happy, but it was rather painful, I can tell. Well, now it's my turn. I'm getting ready to suffer just for a little bit. I have to say that at the beginning it was not that painful, but later on it got rather, let's say, uncomfortable. Hello guys, so today is our third day here in Sao Paulo and our last one, by the way.
And we're extremely hot.
Yes, we are extremely hot. We are trying to find a place where to exchange money because we want to go to the zoo park. Anyway, so...
And we're also looking for a custard apple.
Yes, and today is like twice hotter than yesterday. I mean, it's extremely humid. So what are you going to have now?
Do you know what? Avocado, I will say, is my favorite fruit because it's actually not a vegetable, although many people think avocado is a vegetable, but actually it's a fruit. And this like avocado ice cream is just the best ever.
Enjoy it.
Thank you.
In my case, I'm going to have this acai sort of ice cream. Right now we are going to take the metro because we want to go to the southern part of the city. Our goal for today is to see the biggest botanical garden here in Sao Paulo. So guys, we just got to the Botanical Garden here in Sao Paulo. The entrance is like 10 euros per person. This place is huge, but it's like full of like exotic plants and stuff. And yeah, this place is like somewhere where you can come and just like disconnect and just like literally feel yourself like if you are like in a forest, but within the city, which is very similar to the concept in Mexico City. I don't know if you have been there. So if you have, you probably went to see Chapultepec Park. So this is something exactly the same.
You feel like you're in a rainforest.
Yes, that's true.
And you can hear lots of birds, insects. I was going to say you can hear spiders, but probably spiders don't make a noise.
You can hear spiders.
They probably go.
Capture this.
They go,
You can hear spiders. Have you thought about the fact that what keeps us alive is nature? And we are literally, little by little, killing it. We humans must learn how to live in harmony with nature. We should not destroy it. We should not harm it. And nothing should be more important than our mother, because at the end of the day, we are all children of the earth. Even though this botanical garden is not a real jungle, you can still get some hint of what it would be like if you were in the middle of nowhere. Just you and the elements. Modern urban lifestyle is associated with chronic stress, insufficient physical activity, and exposure to anthropogenic environmental hazards. Did you know that urban green spaces such as parks, playgrounds, and residential greenery can promote mental and physical health and reduce morbidity and mortality in urban residents by providing psychological relaxation and stress alleviation, stimulating social cohesion, supporting physical activity, and reducing exposure to the air pollutants, noise, and excessive heat? In other words, being in contact with nature can improve your health in many ways. So guys, we just came to Brooklyn, but obviously here Brooklyn has like a different level than the one in the States. When you say Brooklyn, here is actually where people with money live. So there are these like extremely ultra new buildings where there are like offices and very expensive flats and stuff. So yeah, here we are.
And it's Brooklyn with an I, not a Y.
Yes. Since we're about to conclude this video, I just would like to say that Richley and I are extremely happy that we came to Brazil. This is definitely one of the greenest, most beautiful and stunning countries we've ever been to. I know that you have heard many things about Brazil in the past, about how dangerous it is. Let's be honest, in the same way that you wouldn't dare go to many areas in LA and New York, it's the same like here. If you go to only safe areas, your trip is going to be pleasant and safe. So if you come to Brazil, just enjoy your time. So guys, unfortunately we've come to the end of our vlog here in Sao Paulo. Today we have to go back to Rio and then we are going the next day to Spain. So I mean, this has been a very lovely trip throughout the country, and yeah, we really enjoyed it.
We're going to really miss Brazil, especially the beach of Rio, the downtown area of São Paulo, and the hip shops. And we really don't want to go back right now because there is so much more to see in Brazil, and maybe one day we'll come back and see other parts of the country.
It. So remember, if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to give us a thumbs up. And stay tuned because we are going to be traveling very soon.
Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.